Hey YouTube. Okay, probably going to be the last video of the weekend on this new version, FSDBeta version 11.3.3. This should be narrow and unmarked roads. It's a Sunday afternoon, about 1 o'clock. Probably going to be light traffic, but let's see if there's any difference on FSDBeta version 11.3.3 for narrow unmarked roads. Previously on 11.1, 11.2, I did not notice any behavior changes. It still had trouble using the full paved area, and its behavior was to just stop with oncoming cars. We do have a railroad track here to the left, so we're probably going to get a green arrow to cross the railroad tracks. It usually does not acknowledge railroad tracks. And it kind of goes over them a little bit fast, and sometimes I have to hit the brake just so it doesn't hit the railroad at 30. So let's see what happens here. Yeah, and it's still accelerating there, so same thing. Ignored railroad tracks. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and re-engage here. We got an oncoming car here at the wider section. You see it's putting a yellow line there, even though there is no yellow line, which is good. Projected lane markings. A little bit of an obscured turn here. We got a car on the opposing side. We're both crossing. And there's a car coming. That's good. It waited from both directions. Nowhere near the creep line you can see, but it's kind of a blind turn where you sort of get in the middle of the road. Now coming up here, you see we do have an opposing car and a speed bump. And here's the behavior. And it's still stopping, and that car's coming. So now we're kind of in this weird standoff, and I'm just going to show you it's not using all of the paved road. It's just stopped here. And this is its behavior, so it's not no change. It's the same as now. There's another car, so I'm sort of in this stalemate, just waiting on these other cars to go by. And there you can see the road behind me and to the right. So that's what it's choosing to do. Now, I will be honest, that one actually felt a little bit better. I didn't feel the wheel turning into the cars at all. So perhaps if we get a couple more encounters, and if that changed, then just waiting is okay. It does kind of annoy people behind you though. So I was fortunate in that situation. There was nobody behind me. That would be very confusing if there was somebody behind me. Speed bump here. Yep, it ignored the speed bump. Ignored speed bump. And we'll try to get it re-engaged here. I don't know why, just a little bit more finicky to get engaged. Now I did move over to the middle of the road here a little bit too much. I don't know why I'm in the middle of the road so much. There's a view of the repeaters to the back, which is unfortunate, because when a car is opposing, if you're in the middle of the road, the car just stops and stays there. It doesn't scoot over very well. Same here on the speed bump. Okay, I'm not gonna hit it that fast. Ignored speed bump. Okay, we'll do a couple more legs and see how it goes. All right, we've got our route reprogrammed in here. We do have an opposing car kind of at the same spot as the speed bump. So, okay, completely stopped. Ooh, with a rollback on that one. And plenty, if you can see in that repeater, I had at least 15 inches to the right from what I can tell in the camera. So the buffer that it seems to use on narrow unmarked roads, and look at this last second stop sign. Okay, that was me. Ignored stop sign. So it ignored that stop sign on the last version too. Something changed there, because that one used to work just fine. We're gonna have to hit that one again just to make sure that it, hey look, it's gonna slow down for a speed bump. We got one, all right. I actually think I felt the analogs on that one. I stopped so quickly. I just was waiting for it to decelerate, and it never did. So that's a map data, vision data thing. That sign is occluded a little bit, but it's there. I mean, I can see it. And then we're proceeding through that creep limit. Like, look at this one here in front of us now. See the stop sign is obscured by the tree? I can see it though. I can see the stop sign clear as day. And it shows up on the visualization when, right now. So I don't know if that's vision or map data making that stop sign show up here when it's occluded by that tree. It might have something to do with why it missed that stop sign before. But we'll be sure to do that one more time. Okay, so that was leg 2, kind of the same behavior. It got one of the speed bumps that time. So definitely maybe a lighting issue. The depth perception of the speed bump or something like that is maybe why it got it. And then that's my guess. And I don't know if we're going to get a route calculated fast enough for this encounter here. Hopefully we do. Yep, okay, there we go. And is it already stopping? Okay, there's a car right behind me, and I'm just showing you why I proceeded, because that guy behind me is like, what are you doing? The awkwardness of driving a robot car in training mode. Okay, and this car is turning right here. So this is where I would be going knowing he's slowing down. The car behind me is hopefully reading my bumper sticker that says Robotaxi in training. Cat here on the road, and I think it was braking. Cat on the road, but I tapped the brakes just because I wasn't sure. That might be interesting to look at in the CAN bus data, whether or not it was decelerating before I hit the brake. Gosh, it just doesn't want to, you know, when I'm way to the right, it doesn't want to engage, and I'm manually driving right here. If I'm way to the right, like I am right now, see how it won't give me the prompt? But if I come over just a little bit, it gives me the prompt. So it won't let me engage when I'm using up that buffer. So here I am way to the right. Look, it won't let me engage it. I'm coming back over to the left, and there it lets me engage it. So it needs that 15 inches of buffer for me to even engage FSD, which is probably the same reason it won't allow itself to use that buffer. Here I am again, all the way to the right, and there the prompt is gone. And you can see in the camera I'm still on the road. And if I come a little bit left, there it is for the speed bump. So that was interesting. I had never really played with that in a repeatable way. And the main reason I'm continuing to drive is because I've got a car right behind me that is really confused what I'm doing. Okay, we're going to do one more leg here. And boy, did I get a funny look from him. And we'll see if it misses that stop sign again too. All right, we've got our route. We got an oncoming car too. And I'm engaged, so let's see what happens. Already stopping. Yep, full stop. Full stop. Look at all that buffer I've got to the right of me, and I've got a car behind me too. Son of a gun. Okay, I'm tapping the accelerator, mostly for the car behind me. Now with the accelerator pressed, you can see the car did weave around it. Now I'm hoping it's not gonna miss this stop sign again, but you see it's not on the visualization. It's not on the visualization. It's gonna run it, and last second, it stopped. Oh boy, that was awkward. It stopped for it, but it did not see it till the very, very last second. And then this speed bump it sees again. So the exact same speed bump. So there must be lighting or something that's showing that speed bump. And whoa, late stop sign there. Gosh, it was uncomfortable. And then it was uncomfortable because that car was also coming, and that car that crossed in front of me didn't think I was gonna stop. All right, here we have this one more obscured stop sign again, and we have an oncoming car, so I'm gonna have a combination of it's probably gonna stop. It's gonna stop somewhere near the speed bump. Yep, completely stopped. Okay, and the car behind me is not gonna be patient. Stopped for oncoming traffic, and speed bump was missed. Okay, so I think that's enough for today. Unmarked roads, no change, maybe even there's something going on with the stop sign, missing stop signs and aggressive stops. That happened on 11.2. I don't think it happened on 11.1, but it definitely did not happen on 69.25. So So change is good, so you can measure your behaviors based on the change you've implemented. But as far as improvements on unmarked roads, I think the answer is no. All right, let me know what you think in the comments below. Hopefully you enjoy this type of content. I live off your feedback. Have a great day, everybody.